Hi guys, it's me Chloe and I'm back with another video. And today's video is gonna be a video that is gonna generally kind of fit into all, well, three of the four playlists that I have for my channel. It'll fit into advice, it would fit into education tips, which I haven't done in a hot minute. Um and it'll fit into LGBT, which is what most of my channel is about. Um only thing it won't fit into is a hole. So that's the only thing. But the thumbnail for this, you've probably noticed, is a bit different to the others because I normally feature a picture of myself in the title of the video, but for this one it's just a picture that I've edited to the size of the thumbnail. And I feel like the picture of the thumbnail that for this video explains it all and perfect the way it is, because it just explains the situation that we are in right now, and that is that in education in general, whether that be schools, college, universities, sixth forms, etc. Obviously, I'm talking about this from a person who lives in England perspective. Obviously, in different countries, it'll be different. But just to, about educating people with LGBTQ rights, and like I personally believe that once people are old enough to have like the period talk or sex talk, etc., or puberty talk, then they should introduce around about that time learning about LGBT as well. Because, and it doesn't mean just by educating somebody like that that it's gonna make them gay or make them lesbian or trans or queer or anything like that. It doesn't. Um, and there are still so many homophobic, biphobic, queerphobic, transphobic, panphobic. Need I go on? People in this world who still haven't quite grasped the concept that love is love and love has no gender. And obviously, I'm a big advocate for wanting this to happen, as I finally, after starting questioning my sexuality from 15 and then gender later on, I finally feel comfortable with the identity or what I identify as now. And I've said this in previous videos and I'll say it again because I'm proud to be who I am. I am a pan romantic, which basically means I can experience romantic attraction to multiple genders or all genders. Basically all, that's what pansexual means. Whether that be binary or not. One but I'm also demi romantic, so then I have to have a bond first with them before I have that attraction, if you get what I mean. So pan demi pan romantic, if that's you can link. Then I'm asexual. I do not experience sexual attraction or desire or at all. Gender fluid, in so them are like the main three. I sway between gender fluid, pan romantic, asexual, demi romantic, and that's just me. And I have, when trying to figure out regarding my gender, I've tried to use different pronouns to see if that would help, and for a while it did, and then I realized I'm happy with identifying as she, her most of the time, and people referring to me as a woman. I apologize for any background noise. Um, but yeah, so I personally feel like I need to educate people about anything and everything with LGBTQ. Um, just about the different labels, about the history of it. Um, that there's no look for it, because I feel like those people, no, you don't look at it. There's no look for it. There's nothing wrong with it, and just I personally believe, even though there's nothing wrong with like coming out at a later point in life, I do feel like if it was to be brought in and educated at younger ages, I do think people would start questioning themselves younger and potentially like realize who they truly are at a lot younger age, rather than coming out at a later point in life, because of them not being able to be comfortable coming out before that or having access to the information that they needed to know about who they really are until then, which I think's mad. And this subject I could rant on for ages, and I'm aware of how much I've talked already about it. So I don't really know what else I can say about this. I just personally think it needs to be talked about, and I know for sure, like, if it were a thing, if it was a thing that would start to get happening, maybe like in education or like in community centers or like groups to just educate people all ages. Like, it doesn't just have to be younger people, but I do personally believe younger people are the future. And so I do think starting with younger people might help, but I do also think that older people need to know as well, because obviously they were from a different generation, brought up in a different time, when obviously pre 60s, 70s, being gay wasn't as what it was like it is today. And that's why I want people to learn about the Stonewall riots and the history of Pride, which you can in many Pride books, which I've read, or just simple research, but be wary where you look. There's so many famous people that you'll probably love that you don't even know that could be part of the community, which that blew my mind. Like, there's probably so many people you're like, oh, I wouldn't have thought that. It's like, yep, he is that, or she is that, or they. If you just automatically assumed that they were he or she because they dress or gender fluid thing, express more masculine or feminine, that they have to be he, she. No. They are non-binary people, and they are people who express themselves with they, them pronouns, which two people that come to mind are Demi Lovato and Sam Smith. Though there has been news that Demi Lovato has now went back to she, her pronouns, but don't quote me on that. I've loved Demi for a long time. I love Sam Smith for a long time. And I love them both, no matter what pronouns they use, what they do with their career. I support them no matter what. And obviously Sam Smith, if people didn't already know, is a gay man. And I support him for finding love no matter, and he will find the right man. Sometime, hopefully. But yeah, a little bit off subject there. Yeah, that's all I've got for this video. Yeah, I'll see you in next week's video, where I'll leave it as a surprise what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, so yeah, I've been Chloe. Hope you have a nice day, evening or night, whenever you're watching this. And yeah, remember to be open-minded and love and accept everyone and anyone for who they are.